It is Monday, and that means it's time to get all the juicy bits of Las Vegas news from Vital Vegas founder Scott Robin. And Scott, you have an interesting celebrity incident that happened at Red Rock.
Yes, it is an unconfirmed rumor, but there's a lot of evidence that it actually took place, and I certainly would not lie. This is a situation where a very well-known boxer, perhaps you've heard of him, Floyd Mayweather, went to the Red Rock Resort, ran up a $50,000 tab, that is the estimate, then proceeded to walk out on the bill. I believe he probably thought, hey, I'm a player here, I'm a celebrity, I'm not on the hook for this tab. Then it gets complicated. The general manager of Red Rock Resort allegedly tweeted about Mr. Mayweather walking out on this tab, and also included Dana White, also fairly well-known sports person here in town.
And wasn't involved?
Was not involved at all, but was tagged in this tweet. Let's just say that he was not pleased to be involved in that shaming, and he has friends at Red Rock Resorts. Obviously, there's a $4 billion transaction that happened there with the Fertittas. That general manager who did that tweet is no longer with the resort. That is my understanding. So it was a very interesting story. Hasn't been confirmed in any way, but I believe all of that transpired.
Oh, a lot more to get with that. And we actually did reach out to Station Casino, and then we were told they cannot comment on personnel issues. So I'm sure more to come there as well. Also, Cafe Bellagio closed down after 20 years.
Yeah, a popular favorite with a lot of Vegas visitors and locals too. Cafe Bellagio has been there probably 20 years since the place opened. It closed last night at 9 o'clock. I walked in, and the employees were kind of a bittersweet moment. Many of them will be moving to a different restaurant, Harvest. The space will now be used for a restaurant called Sadelle's. It's a bakery and deli, and that'll be opening at the end of the year.
Okay. And for all you folks out there that might have the Las Vegas Lego set, it's changed. What's changing on this?
Yes, well, the set will come out in September. It's the Las Vegas skyline, and the thing that has changed, sadly, is the Mandalay Bay was originally part of it and has been removed because of sensitivity around the shooting, obviously. But it's an interesting set. It's going over fairly well with the Lego fans, and I think it's going to be popular because obviously it's Vegas and it's a great skyline, even though that change had to be made. Some people question whether Wynn would stay in because of that scandal, but Lego decided to go for it and leave the Wynn Resort in it.
And we showed it up there too, and you'll notice that the change was to the Bellagio, which as a Lego fan is kind of more fun to put together anyway. Really.
You're right.
W, now gone too. What's it going to be replaced with?
Yep, well, last week I talked about the fact that the W is supposed to be out of the SLS, but it had stayed on a few more weeks because they couldn't hammer out a deal. But now the W has been not only removed from the sign, but the W Las Vegas is no longer at SLS. It was about a year and a half, substantial investment, but they hammered out the details. The W is just no longer a part of the hotel. That tower is now called the Grand Tower. They're keeping it as kind of an elevated experience, but the W Las Vegas is just out.
Okay, we will see you next week, and you can catch all of Scott's scoop at vitalvegas.com. Brian Peck?
Right down.